Cobra pose. Now, Cobra pose is a pose I use a lot during the vinyasa, especially if you're in, or you're doing a lot of vinyasa. Sometimes the going to plank and upward facing dog can be strenuous for your students, so you would maybe give them the option of doing Cobra in the first place. And there's a difference between Cobra and up dog, and I'll show you what they are. So Cobra, you would generally come through your vinyasa to plank and lower yourself to the floor and then come into your Cobra. So we'll start from plank. So you would exhale all the way down to the floor. So you want the hands underneath the shoulders like this, so underneath the shoulders, and the elbows tucked in by the side. And then you're thinking about your hip bones need to stay on the floor. So the hands are underneath the shoulders, the elbows are in, and then you also don't want to have the shoulders up and around the neck like this and trapping off this energy in the neck. So the elbows come in, the shoulders come back and draw away, and you're almost lifting your head away from the body. On an inhale, you're engaging the lower back muscles, the lumbar muscles, and there's a gentle push into the hands. So it would be a lift like this. So the elbows, you can see, are still bent. I'm not going for this. I want the elbows in, the shoulders back, using the back muscles, lift, keep the shoulders back, lift the head, and if anything, I'm moving my chest forward and lifting it to create the back bend, not pushing into the arms. I don't want the shoulders to come up like this, so shoulders are back, gentle push into the hands, use the back muscles, big breaths. You can see how the hips have stayed down on the floor and the back bend, and then exhale, come down, and you would roll over your toes to your downward facing dog. So remember the option, it's not about straightening the arms and lifting up and having this giant sort of lift. You want it's a controlled lift, so the elbows are in, shoulders are back, and as you engage the back muscles, there's a gentle support. So you're feeling that all the time, and then you're kind of just moving your chest forward towards the front of the mat, which will lift it, which will create a slightly deeper back bend. But don't have to push the hands, straighten the arms. Think of the structure of the pose. The elbows are in, it's a lift, shoulders are back, and the chin comes level to the floor. So we'll show you that again. The hips stay down, feet are together. I bring the hands under the shoulders, elbows are in, shoulder blades are back. On an inhale, I'm engaging the lower back, lifting, and then a gentle lift into the hands. I keep the shoulders back, and nice big breaths. So I get that lovely back bend and this lovely stretch through the front body. And then on the exhale down, and you would go over your toes to the downward facing dog through your vinyasa. But this is an option, as if people go into down dog all the time, it can be really hard. So if you give them the option to go to the floor Cobra, or if you're in a more beginners intermediate sort of class, then just have your Cobra as the part of the vinyasa, and then maybe put one or two up dogs in there just to sort of build your students up. But there we have it, Cobra.
Okay. Keep smiling. Woo, yeah. Well, we took